Pretty Young and Getting Into It podcast with your host, it's Shay Girl. So let's get inspired, motivated, and tap in for what's in store.
Hey y'all, it's Shay Girl, aka Jalen Beauty. I am here with the podcast, Pretty Young and Getting Into It, and I am so excited. I have two knockout special guests in the house. And basically, one will knock you out with his voice because his voice is made for podcasting, radio, and even food review videos. I am so excited to have him on the podcast, and I am so excited to have my best friend on the podcast as well. Without further ado, special guest, introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Dallas, one of the FIU bus drivers.
My name is Rose. I was on the first episode.
And I'm so excited to have her back again, and I am so honored that she's here with me today. So I had this fun idea that Dallas and Rose could be on an episode together. So I'm really excited they both could make it. And I just wanted to feel relaxed and kind of a community thing. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, you have a gift of bringing people together.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds good, Dallas. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess, Dallas, you're in the hot seat for today.
All right.
Not too much in the hot seat. It's just a Q&A, just kind of getting to know you. So let's get started. So Dallas, I have a question for you. What was one of the reasons you decided to come on this show?
Just to get the students to know who I am personally, besides being a bus driver.
So tell us, where did you grow up?
Well, I was born here in Miami. Actually, I was raised in Carol City.
Oh, wow.
It's Miami Gardens now, though.
Yeah.
But back then it was Carol City.
So do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have an older brother and a younger sister.
Are you guys close in age?
Let's see. My brother's about 3 years older than me.
Okay.
And my sister is 3 years younger.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Middle child.
Middle child.
So let me ask you something about FIU.
Mm-hmm.
Why bus driving? I'm
Well,
curious.
make a long story short, doing FIU keeps me here every day.
Yeah.
Keeps me home, rather, because our company is, we travel. So that means I'm on the road a lot. But after doing it for some years, I decided I got a little tiring,
Yeah.
So FIU was something that I can pick that, keeps me home every day.
I see.
So
Yeah.
your business, your company...
A coach company, yes.
Coach company,
Yeah.
okay. I know you used to do trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That was the first job I ever had, was working at a trucking company, because I always loved trucks since I was a kid. And I got a job, eventually 19 years old, driving trucks.
How long did you drive trucks for?
Maybe 7, 8 years.
7 to 8 years. You really like driving trucks?
Oh, I love driving.
I know you said a memory of yours is like driving in the mountains that you really like.
Yes. Not trucks, buses.
Buses. Oh,
The
doing
mountains of
tour.
where?
Oh, man, all over. You got Tennessee, the Blue Ridge, California, the Grapevine Mountains,
Wow.
Colorado, all over, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're a nature guy by heart.
Oh,
anyway.
man, yeah, I love nature.
So, do you do fishing?
Here, I haven't did fishing in a while, but I love it, yeah. Well, when I was younger, we used to go deep water fishing, head out through the government cut. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh, I don't, but you got to tell me
Yeah,
about it.
we would head our government cut and just go out towards the Bahamas,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, did you catch snappers?
Snapper, yellowtail, grouper, grounds, all, yeah.
And you cooked them up? in
Oh,
barbecue?
yeah. No, not barbecue. Fry them, bake.
Oh, I love fried fish.
Oh my goodness. Do you also
Yeah.
like salmon?
Oh, I love salmon.
It's good. It's good. Oh my goodness. Do you fry that on the grill or just fry it?
Both ways. I don't really fry salmon, either bake it or boil it, sort of in,
Yeah.
little water and a little oil, that type of thing.
Got you.
Yeah.
You know Dallas is a chef, Rose.
No, not quite a chef, but I love to cook.
No.
I know at one time I wanted to be a chef.
Really?
Then you
Yeah.
have a chef in you.
Yes. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
No. So did your family really know how to throw it down?
I would say I got the love of cooking from my grandmother. Two different type of grandmothers, a Cuban grandmother and a Nassau grandmother.
From both grandmothers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
So I had a
cool.
little of both.
Have any favorite meals or something that you're like, oh, this is my specialty and I can cook it, girl?
You know, actually I don't, but I just love cooking a lot of things, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Dallas, if you can cook me a good hamburger, it would be so appreciated.
Oh,
like,
that's- Yeah, that's simple.
it's so, okay. Don't worry.
Yeah,
like,
that's really simple.
I'm a simple person. I do not like going to these restaurants like what's season 32. Oh my God, small portion of food, and you're like,
Like, no, I
oh,
can.
oh my God,
I
and you
good
have to
portion.
sit there like you
Yeah.
really like if somebody invites you out and you're going, I have to eat before because I'm like, I'll look at this and I kind of get mad at the plate and the person that invited me because I'm like, so
Yeah.
disrespectful.
You ever ate at one of those restaurants?
Yes, multiple times. That's why I'm telling people right now to stop doing it.
Yeah. I love Jamaican food too, though.
Me too. I love
Yeah.
Caribbean, all types of Caribbean food.
Yeah. What's something that you really like?
And
as you-
Jamaican wines?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love basically everything they have. You know, jerk chicken,
Yes.
curry goat, all of it.
He likes goat like you.
Yes.
You like that too, huh?
Yeah, goat is my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes.
really good. But actually, you know something? I love Haitian food too.
Really?
Yes.
Go.
Well, I haven't had a lot of it, but the few things I did, oh man, it was awesome.
What have you had? Yeah.
Legum, is that how you say it?
Liggy.
Legum.
Leggy?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes, and griot and
Griot.
type things like
Ooh, you
yeah, it's
got
really
griot?
good. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
A
it's
cultured
really
man.
good.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I love that indeed. Now, do you have like a favorite restaurant that you, or a favorite spot you like going to?
Not really. I mean, I used to have one, but they're no longer open. The name of it was Bennigan's.
Bennigan's. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that was my all-time favorite.
What did they used to serve? Because that does
It
sound
was
familiar.
it sort of reminds you of a Chili's or Fridays.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but they were really good. It was really good. Yeah.
I gotta take you to Smoky Bone.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I gotta take you to
I have
Smoky
to try
Bone.
that.
I'm sorry, this is not a sponsorship, but you
Yeah.
need to go to Smoky Bone.
I have to try that. I'm a big cheesecake lover too.
They do have cheesecake,
No.
but my favorite cheesecake is at Chili's.
Mm.
Maybe because maybe it's $2, and it's actually a really good cheesecake. And they do, if you say leave the sauce on the side, they'll actually leave the sauce on the side,
Oh, nice.
and they give great service.
I like cheesecake factory.
Yeah, I think they're okay, but I don't think they beat Chili's.
I haven't tried Chili's yet.
Don't worry. I'm gonna take you, girl. You thought you had a choice. So Dallas,
Yes.
what are certain things that inspire you, such as like your aspirations, some of your dreams, or certain things you want to pursue in life?
Well, now voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I'm going to try now.
You also talked about reviewing food.
Yeah, that's one option.
Yeah, it's something on the back burner.
I'm kind of playing it by ear to see where I fit in. You know,
Such as like what category you want to be in? or-
yeah, like is it narrating or doing commercials or I just
Ooh.
have to kind of figure something out.
You could be a one-man band.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You just get your equipment and put your stuff out there.
Yeah,
This
but
podcast?
it's something that I kind of just came across because I never really thought about it. But on the weekends we work with the cruise ships a lot. I was telling you earlier, and we have to do city tours,
Yeah.
Right.
and it hasn't been a time where a passenger haven't came up to me and say, "Oh, I love your voice. I love your voice." So after hearing that for so long, you're starting to think maybe there's something there, So,
Something.
yeah.
I mean, unleashing the golden voice within. That's the name of the podcast. Like,
Yes.
I am talking about you, Dallas. Like, your voice, he has a very white voice. I've never heard someone that has a very
No,
white
I
voice.
think Barry White is like,
Well, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like, he has a deep voice, and it's so powerful where Barry White used to get people's attention
Mm-hmm.
with his singing, but with Dallas, he can just speak and people will listen.
Yeah, but I think Barry White had like 10 times a little deeper than mine. It's not really, I don't think it's really that deep, you know?
Gross. I don't know. I personally, but I'll have to check.
It's okay. That's before our time. That's okay.
Yeah, that's,
No, but I think he has such a melodic voice, and it's
Mm-hmm.
so natural. You just speak and it just comes
yeah.
out.
Well, you know, my kids, they never said anything about it until I would mention it. I guess they were so used to it, they, you know,
Yeah.
figured that's just how it was, you know?
Yeah,
So,
your dad, like,
Yeah.
probably not even thinking that way.
yeah. Speaking of kids, I have 5 beautiful daughters.
Yes. No, correction.
All girls
Correction. He has 6.
All right.
Because I have adopted Dallas and he has adopted me.
That is awesome.
Okay, he has 6. I don't know why he keeps saying 5.
I got to get used to that now. 6, all right.
Exactly. Yes. So he has 6 beautiful kids. One does podcasting.
Yes. And they age from 19, my youngest, and my oldest is 33.
Yes.
So they're all in between that age.
They all grown.
Yeah.
Hey, Dallas, I know you're happy. They're all grown.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It was a house full of chaos coming up.
Well, how was it? Like, well, I wasn't included in that, so I exclude myself. But how was it with 5 daughters and like being a dad to them? That is a huge responsibility. 5 daughters.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't bad. It was, sometimes it can be tough, you know. I think being a dad to any kid is tough, you know. Like you guys probably can't see it, but your dad, your moms, they go through a lot, you know,
Yeah.
to try to maintain.
Oh, they tell me a lot.
Yes, yes. So,
They won't go a day without telling me.
you know, I can sit here and say it was tough, but until you really experience that, you know, have that kind of weight on your shoulder, you know, taking care of kids that's why you wait till you get your career going, then you have kids, you know.
So that's the lesson.
That's what I would say, yes.
Lesson, yeah.
Yeah. So what do your daughters do?
My oldest one, she's a manager at a grocery store. My second one, she's a firefighter.
Okay.
Naya, she works in a daycare.
It seems like they all have different personalities.
Oh, you couldn't imagine.
I probably could.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
So,
But I love that. Like, you're a girl dad. Like,
yeah.
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I
And you
am.
also have grandkids.
7
Ooh, wow. The magic number.
7 grandkids.
Oh my goodness.
2 boys and 5 girls.
Yes, he got a
What
boy.
a nice family.
Yeah.
No, at least you got 2 boys.
yes.
So that's a win. That's a win.
How about your beautiful wife?
35 years now.
Ooh,
We've been married 32.
30 something.
Yes.
Congrats.
We met in
Yeah.
high school. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's been,
High school sweetheart.
yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I like
I
to
love
hear
that. Dallas, do you want to share what you first told her?
Actually, she was my sister's friend. And you know how you bring, I guess, girls bring their friends by. You know, I used to tell her I'm going to marry you one day. And she looked at me like I was crazy.
But guess what? It happened.
It happened.
And she got the ring.
I think that persistence paid off, you know.
I love that. I love that.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. But that's really cool. It seems like y'all are really solid. I love that.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
But don't think it was a walk in the park.
Oh.
You know, you're going to go through so
35
much.
years?
Yes.
Me, I'm thinking like, how do you not get sick of that person?
That is
What holds it together is love. But you're still going to go through a lot.
No. I understand.
Yeah, you're going to go through, I can't stand you no more.
that's a strong
yeah.
partnership nonetheless at the end of the day.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Why don't you just go? Like, go work
Yeah.
or something. It's okay. It's okay. But, you know, I guess I would give some advice for some young relationships. I'm like, y'all quit. Y'all like, which is kind of bad thing and good thing.
So they quit like, okay.
Oh, you mean like divorce rates going up and things like that?
No, I mean like couples today, like in general, like this generation, we're like, I don't like the way you said that, or I don't like the way you did that. We're breaking up
Putting
immediately.
high expectations.
Yeah, it's just that high expectation, like that person is going to be perfect.
Oh, definitely. There's no one out there who is perfect in your idea of perfect. I mean.
Yeah, and I feel like that would be so boring. Like maybe it's the toxicness in me.
You want
I want
drama.
a little chaos, just
You
a little
want
bit.
drama.
Just a little. No, not problems. not real problems. Like, oh my God, arguing and stuff. No, I mean like I want to see something different. Like, oh, I didn't know you did that, or that's really cool. You have a certain skill. But like I like a little chaos in a relationship, just a little bit.
Hey, you're gonna get it.
I was gonna say that.
You're gonna get it.
Even the chaos that you might not like.
Not like, yeah.
I hope not.
But just be strong. You guys work through it. That's all it's,
Okay. Now, do you have any advice for people in relationships? Like, I guess the youth.
Honestly, it's kind of hard because, this new generation it was a different time, Things aren't the same anymore,
Yeah.
So it's tough,
What would you say to a girl that was just like, would you tell them, hey, don't nag your partner as much? What would you kind of say?
Listen, for a young girl, I would just tell her, get your career going first. That's the most important part. Let kids come later. Let relationships come later. I mean, you can date, but I would be like 100% focused on my career.
Like, don't put yourself too much into it.
Right.
Like, don't lose yourself in the process.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that idea. And I think that's so important because it's like when girls have crushes, or I call them mini obsessions with the guy they really like, because I had one in high school. Should I say his name? You know what? I'll put myself on blast. Hi, Ryan Smith. How you doing?
You cannot do that.
I just did. Now, there's so many Ryans in the world, but this one will know who I'm talking to. So I used to literally just like wait outside the door and just like, because we had like an open door, people would just go through in high school, and I used to sit on this bench that they had, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to wait for him and like say hi to him every morning, like a whole cycle. Please do not do this. And this guy, he was not interested in me, y'all. I know, I am really beautiful. But he was not interested, right? And I didn't get the message. So I used to say hi to him every day. I used to have little gifts for him. And on his birthday, oh my goodness.
Did you accept them?
Oh, yeah, of course. Girl, I'm a good gift giver now. And then I would change my class schedule. Like, if I saw his class schedule, I would be like, okay, oh, we got this together. Oh, I can change this if I overheard him saying, oh, I'm going to do this next year. It was crazy. I'm kind of happy it happened that way because now I'm not boy crazy.
Sounds like that was your first heartbreak.
It was.
Yeah,
It
I
kind
kind
of
of figured that.
I won't share what the ending on this podcast. Obviously, we didn't end up together. I got someone new, y'all. Like, it's not your business, but I think he led me to the right person, and I feel very confident in that. So crazy fact. I got into volleyball because he was on the basketball team and he used to watch the girls play volleyball. He used to go to the practices.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, you know what? I said, I can do this. So I played on the volleyball team just so I could see a glimpse of him, and we could just pass by. I could just say that one hello, and then nothing for the rest of the time.
Moral of the story, please don't join a sports team because you're obsessed over a guy. Please join it because you want to be in that sport. I just remember watching the back of his head when I'm playing volleyball and getting hit with the volleyball because I'm not paying attention. Girl, it was just really stupid. Just so stupid. But I became good at the sport, so it worked out. And one more thing I want to leave you with. Don't be afraid to tell that guy how you feel. At least you know where they stand with you. So don't go 5 years boy crazy and stuff like that. It's not worth it. Just tell that person, seriously, they actually might like you back, or it might be my situation and you might find someone better.
And turns out I really love volleyball, and I guess he got me into volleyball because I was so obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little story. I got into volleyball. It really did.
But I really would, what I tell my daughters, just try to make your life where if you do get someone, get a career going, get your life situated where you don't have to depend on a man.
Oh, facts.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's true because listen, I'm a guy and I hate to say certain things, but
It's fine.
if a guy feels like you need him, he's going to treat you different. I'm talking about financial wise and
Yeah. Some guys out there, or, it could be who, like, just your partner, might turn into someone that you may not recognize.
Yes.
And that fact that you are dependable on them could be used against you.
yes. You want him to think that or know that you with him because you want him, not because you need him,
There you go. That's the lesson
So
of the day.
that's what I try to instill in my daughters,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, Dallas, okay. I got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
Because we got into relationships, but we didn't talk about what Dallas does. Like, Dallas, I gotta ask you, what's your bus routine?
For me, it's waking up 3:45 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I can get to work by 4:30, 4:45.
So what time do you go to bed?
I try between 8 and 9. Sometimes it doesn't work with grandkids.
I know when you said you try.
Yeah, I try. But, we punch a clock. Well, not so much punch a clock, but, you sign in and
Oh, yeah. clock
get
in.
your bus ready for the day. You have to do pre-trips and things like that.
3 trips.
What is that?
Yeah. It's a DOT rule that you have to do a pre-trip on a bus. Any commercial driver has to do it to make sure brakes are working, make sure the bus is safe to drive for that day.
So can you walk us through some of the procedures you have to do in the morning for the bus?
Have to build your air pressure up
Okay.
to make sure the low pressure sensors are working.
Okay.
You have to build that pressure up. Hit the gas, brakes until it goes down, and make sure the alarm will come on and let you know your pressure is not where it should be. That type of thing. You check your tires to make sure the depth is right and things like that. Headlights and windshield wipers working, Yeah. It's a routine.
That is-
Something you have to do every day before so you get used to it. Then I hardtail the South Campus. That's where I start. My first run, it starts at 6:30.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's early.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Whew, that's early. I think I got your schedule down to a science, right?
Yeah.
So, like, okay, you get your stops are, I didn't know the 6:30 part, but, so 6:30, then it's 8.
Well, you're talking about from the North Campus.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, no. My first run from the North is 8 o'clock, 11, and 2. Yeah. So that means South Campus 6:30, 9:30,
okay.
12:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's close.
You got it though. You got it.
How much intermission do you get between each
It
ride?
all depends on traffic.
That is true.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. On a good day, 45.
Yes. Pretty good.
Then I get to meet, talk to a lot of different students.
Man, I think that is like my favorite thing to watch Dallas do. I feel like he's just the kindest bus driver ever. Because, okay, bus drivers get a bad rap.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
do.
like,
Not here.
I mean, because we talked about this on the last podcast, me and Robbie. So he was saying, oh, the bus drivers,
Really?
Not for me. Because I feel like he met bad ones. And I was telling him about Dallas behind the scenes where I was like, oh, he's going to come on. Bus drivers get a bad rap because it looks like they mean mug you or or some of them will be like, oh, girl, just swipe the car, like, oh, or snatch it from you, or it's always something. Yeah. So it's like, oh my goodness, like, I'm not going to put no bus drivers out there, but I'm letting y'all know if you listen to this podcast, when you're on the phone,
and we
can hear you. We can hear your whole conversation. Yeah. I'm not putting you out there. And FIU, I hope the important people don't listen, but we can hear the whole conversation. So make sure you don't, make sure the whole bus is not a part of your conversation, because we are talking about it when we get off this bus.
Yeah, but it's a big responsibility. Yeah, the responsibility is really, it's really huge, because you have sometimes 55 passengers, 55 children. I'd say
is that
y'all.
The maximum?
Maximum, yes.
Wow, okay. I always wondered.
And I say children because you guys are like my kids, so. But, that's a big responsibility.
I feel like you're the kindest bus driver, because some bus drivers, you try to say hi, they look at you funny, you're like, ooh, girl, I'm not having a great day. And I'm like, yeah, we can clearly see that. But when I first met Dallas, I was kind of scared to talk to Dallas. Not because Dallas wasn't approachable, it's just these other bus drivers have just not been the best. And I can attest to that. But when I met Dallas and I heard him speaking to someone, and the way he was speaking to them, the way he was so respectful to that person, the way he was actually genuinely asking about their day. I am so attracted to the people who are really genuinely asking about you, like wanting to know about you. And it seemed like you had a special connection with the students, because when they're leaving the bus, I can tell you the difference. With Dallas, when the kids are leaving the bus or the young adults are leaving the bus, it's like, hi, thank you so much, or talking to them, and Dallas is responding back, and it's so sweet. Like, each kid says something, right? Yeah, they have
that is the difference.
Yeah, and they want Dallas to have a great day, and you see that, and you see the positive impact that Dallas gives people. Where I've heard kids say, man, I'm not gonna take the 8:30, I'm gonna take the 8 o'clock bus because of the bus driver.
That's crazy. Get to your class on time.
Well, it is on time, but like they'll just do it early. They'll just do it early. But vice versa, where kids get on the bus driver's not really interested, or kind of being rude, snatching stuff, and it's like that's not cool. Yeah, it's kind of a weird bus ride. Nobody wants to be there in the first place because it's early in the morning. It looks like the bus driver didn't have their coffee, so you're kind of concerned. And then when you're getting off the bus, just quiet. It's crickets. It's silence. The bus driver is like, I guess, looking confused, like, oh, nobody's gonna thank me or whatever. What did you do?
At the end of the day, they're still like doing their job and keeping us safe.
That's true.
Like giving us a safe ride that is nearly an hour and 30 minutes long in traffic. And you have to have like a strong, like a tolerance to a certain degree. Sitting through traffic, that's just gonna make my mind go crazy. Like, I'm gonna want it to be over. I'm gonna want to take a break. I'm gonna want to, take a rest and get the drive done. But I will have to pick kids back up and go to the next campus and do this over again until the end of my shift.
Yeah, but we signed up for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I look at it as, and plus, most of us has been doing it for years. So I'm not saying you ever get used to it, but listen, when I get out there and traffic is really bad, I'm frustrated, but I know the only way to get through it is just ride it out.
And Dallas has a positive.
Just ride it out.
That's one thing about Dallas. Like, you have a positive attitude
I appreciate
with
that.
everything that you do, and I just appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you your flowers now, because I told Dallas I'm gonna look at him and say positive things, and he better not say nothing.
All right.
So
and thank you. We appreciate.
Dallas.
I appreciate you
and
guys.
we appreciate the bus drivers. Probably not the nasty ones, but we appreciate appreciate the ones that
You got to interview another bus driver.
I definitely will. Dallas, if you could hook that up, they
I
can
sure
be.
will. I sure will.
Yeah, they can be here, and Dallas, we can have Dallas on again. Seriously, but Dallas, like, I just want to say, like, you are one of the best bus drivers. You are very safe, like coming towards the train tracks. You always stop and look both ways. So I'm not gonna get bus drivers in trouble, but some of y'all don't do that. Most of y'all do, so I'm saying that most of you guys do, but Dallas really makes sure everything is safe. You watch traffic like it's clockwork. It's like you do everything you're supposed to do.
Hey everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast thus far. So I wanted to take a little break or intermission to pretty much discuss something or address something on this podcast. Basically, I wanted to address a situation that happened with Dallas. I want to take some time to explain the situation and to address the situation because I feel like the previous recording I had here really did not put the nail in the coffin. So I'm going to put the nail in the coffin. So there was this lady that went to FIU's main office to complain about Dallas directly. She was essentially saying that he was a reckless driver and that he did not take the students' safety seriously. I'm not going to rehash every detail of this comment because it was very disrespectful and it was very repulsive. And what I want to let Dallas know is to keep smiling, to keep laughing, to keep being you. And do not let anybody dim your light. That lady is wrong about you. And I know that for a fact. You do what you need to do. And you are the best bus driver in the entire world. And I appreciate what you do and how you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That lady does not know you. She doesn't know what you've been through. She doesn't even know your story. So keep going. This lady is irrelevant to your story. You keep pushing, you keep going, you keep shining, and you keep smiling. You keep talking to people, students, and making them feel great to come to school every day. Dallas, you have a purpose in life other than to listen to people's irrelevant opinions about you. You don't need it at all. It is not helping you in any way. You need to go for what you know. And I know that you have the most incredible radio voice I have ever heard in life. And I think people need to know about you and what kind of spirit you are. You're so calm and so sweet and so nice. You walk into a room and literally light it up with your voice every time. So what I want to say to you, Dallas, is don't let this lady get under your skin. Out of all your years, you got one bad comment. And I want to tell you that you're in the right direction. You are where you're supposed to be at this moment. You are pursuing voice acting, and I couldn't be more proud of you. And to this lady that has some mental healing to do, guess what? Dallas is still moving. He is still his amazing self. He is still shining brighter than before and brighter and brighter. Let me tell you what he's doing. Dallas is going to showcase his talents at the end of this podcast to let you know that he can do children's books, he can do poems, and he can do podcasting if he chooses to. So don't you ever dare think that you can sleep on him or you can go and disrespect him. Ma'am, I'm so sorry that your life was so boring. You had nothing else to do but just to sabotage somebody or try to bring them down because you were down yourself. So you need to stop the jealousy. You need to stop the foolishness because, we see it. It's embarrassing for you. You need to calm down. You need to sit in your little seat and you need to say, God bless America, and move on with your life. So I'm going to stop talking about you because you're irrelevant. And I got a show to put on, girl. So I just want you to know these things. Miss Ma'am, I want you to smile. I want you to smile because there's so many things to be happy about. And I want you to take this jealousy out your heart for others. And I want you to put it into something useful. I want you to literally look at yourself in the mirror and pick out something that you like. Because apparently right now, there's a lot of things that you don't like about yourself. So let me help you. Let Dr. Shay help you. And I want you to look in that mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, you're worth it. And I want you to tell yourself that I am not going to dim somebody's light just because I don't feel good right now. That's what I want you to say to yourself.
Yeah, but you know something? Listen, I was told, my dad told me one time, he say, no matter what you do, you can feed the homeless, you can do all kind of good things.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to have something bad to say about it.
Yeah.
So you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I'm gonna add to that. There are good people in this world, and I'm surrounded by them.
Yes.
And I can say this, my voice is louder than yours. And I can say that Dallas is the sweetest person, and I want the university to hear this, and he needs a raise, period.
I appreciate
He needs a
that.
raise. Whatever he's getting paid now, make it double.
That's always good.
Yeah, I feel like he does his job to the complete max, and he's about what he does, and he's very invested. And he doesn't have to say hi to everyone. He doesn't have to have a genuine smile, and he can come in the job with an attitude. But Dallas doesn't do that. Dallas says hello to everyone, and people look at that. If you're respectful, you can do your job with swiftness, precise.
Yeah.
That's the whole package. So all I got to say to you, Miss Ma'am, all I have to say to you is don't get on our bad side. Don't you ever do what you did again. And you have a great day, and we will pray for you in church.
Yeah, it would be nice to her.
Yeah, very nice. We will pray for you. Just want to put that good review out there. Oh yeah, Dallas. Can we talk about something else too?
What is it?
Okay, Dallas went to this old Joel Osteen's church.
Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you, I love Joel Osteen. I like what he stands for, meaning like I like how he makes me feel.
Right.
And I don't feel judged when I listen to him. So tell me, how was that, like that experience when you're going, you'll have to stay.
Well, that was really, it was nice, actually. I wasn't expecting that church to be that big,
It was super big.
Yeah, oh man. The church, they said, used to be a basketball stadium, and when we got the invitations, I was thinking we were going to be like in the nosebleed section, and when I told our name, they brought us up to like 3 rows from the stage.
Wow.
Yeah, that was so awesome, But Joel Osteen wasn't the main speaker that night. He came up and he spoke for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But the main speaker was Joyce Myers. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she was
She'll
the
get
main
you
speaker.
together real quick.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I got a chance to meet both of them,
And you said you saw the stage lift up.
Yeah, when they first were there, everybody come out singing and they played music. Then when they finished, everything just sunk down in the ground. I'm like, oh, wow. So,
That's immersive.
yeah.
It is. Man, and did you feel
Man, that
it?
place is huge. Yeah, I
Did you
did.
feel the spirit when you came in there?
Oh, yeah, because Joel Osteen, I always liked him.
Yeah.
I always listened to him, My mom listened to him, too, so,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That was one of her favorites?
Well, one of them. She's big on TVN, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
She's an avid listener to that station, so.
Sunday morning
Yes.
cleaning with Joel Osteen on. That's
That's a good day.
Any other preacher,
Mhm.
that's a mood.
Well, I remember something recently I heard from him was necessary endings.
Mhm.
So he gave like a sermon about maybe 3 days ago actually, about necessary endings, like certain things will happen to your life to get your perfect ending.
Right.
And so it's like be grateful for even the mistakes and problems because they're pointing you to where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
so yeah.
And he also talks about God put people in your life, different people in your life for a reason. You might not see it at the time, but people come in and out your life for different reasons, So,
Yeah, like, or for a season. So that's important too, for a season. Because some people, you guys have certain people in your life that supposed to be out 2018.
Yeah.
Please kick those people out.
Yeah, but he did come up and, open up everything he spoke for about 10 minutes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I bet you always treasure that experience because I love Joel Osteen. My grandma, she's like, she will play some Kirk Franklin, some Mary. She will do Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers. What's another one? John Gray. She is like a church lady.
Yeah, that's
officially.
how my grandmother was.
Can you tell us a little bit about your mom?
My mother lived in Port Charlotte,
Okay.
and her parents was from Cuba,
Okay.
but she was born here.
Wow.
And my mother's like 78, I want to say.
Yeah.
78, so
Oh my goodness.
she's an easygoing
Lady.
person, yeah.
Yeah. Can you
She's
tell
a little sick now. She had a stroke,
Oh my God.
maybe a year ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean.
My dad now,
Mm-hmm.
that was he was he was tough, he was a loving father, but he was real disciplined,
Yeah. No
Yeah,
nonsense.
He didn't play the radio.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit more about your father, where he worked, or
He was a photographer, actually.
really?
Yeah, he took, I can remember meeting Muhammad Ali, Jackie Gleason. He used to take pictures of a lot of different people,
Mm-hmm. No.
But my father actually, my wife and kids never had a chance to meet him
Mm.
because he died when I was, in my early teens.
Yeah, really young.
Yeah, so.
Oh my goodness. What was like your favorite memory with each parent?
Really, with my dad, it was always fishing,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we had a boat. It was the raggediest wooden boat. But
And then with your mom?
my mother, she was just a loving mother,
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just, she the one actually taught me a lot about cooking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like tell me what kind of music you're listening to these days.
Oh, old school.
Old school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, though, I love country music.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it too. Who do you like?
Oh, man, I like the older singers.
Okay.
I mean, the new ones are good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the old ones, like Alan Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, those type of guys,
Okay. So that would be your favorite genre of music?
No, my favorite genre of music?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
I know it's hard. I like
It's-
R&B.
It's a tie to R&B and classic rock.
Okay. Name some R&B music that you like.
Then again, we're going back to old school.
Well, yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Ooh, you like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, so many.
How about Frankie Beverly? And
Prince, Frankie Beverly, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Goodness. What would you say, your go-to song on your playlist? Like, what's something that you're like, yes, I can listen to this?
That's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, but when I would have to deadhead to different states, I would mostly lean on country music.
Okay.
Because it's just, you're on the open road, especially going through different mountains, and it's just ride and think,
No, like,
Yeah, that.
can you tell us like maybe a story or even something where you're like, oh my God, yeah, I like being on the road. Like, this is what it's about.
Driving trucks, you just drive through different mountains and things like that. But when I started driving buses, you're taking groups up to ski resorts, you're taking groups camping, and most of the things that they're doing, they want you to do. So I got a chance to do a lot, whitewater rafting with them, and
What?
sleeping cabins,
Oh my God.
a whole lot of different things.
I love
I
that.
took a group, it was actually a group from FIU.
Oh, really?
It was an organization that they had, and they charged, that's before I actually started doing FIU shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
And we went up to the Carolina Mountains, and we went whitewater rafting.
Really?
Yeah, I got pictures I'm going to show you.
No, please.
it was like
Nerve-wracking?
nerve-wracking, but then again, it was like just that rush, you know what I mean? Because actually we fell out the boat, so that was a little scary too.
Oh my God, like how was that? Like,
But it was cool at the same time.
was it rough water?
Yes.
Oh, and it kind of just flipped the boat.
Yeah, it flipped us over. But they have people out there, like you would, they teach you at the beginning how if you fall out, how to float on your back. You got life preservers on.
Yeah.
How to float on your back, and the current is so strong you can't fight the current, so you just ride it in a way on your back. Feet's up because you don't want to get pushed under a rock, and that current, the force from the current will hold you there. So you float on your back with your feet above the water. And a little further up, they have people that throw ropes across the river.
Oh, for safety.
So when you're going down, you just grab on the rope,
Okay.
and they pull you out. So
Okay, that was good. That sounds like a scary situation.
No,
No, I'm happy. No, I'm happy that it was fun
pretty
though.
cool,
Oh my goodness. Like, how would they set you up? I'm really curious. Like, how do they like set you in the boat and stuff?
What do you mean? Like
Like,
before you start?
like your gear and stuff like that. How was?
Well, you put all that on, before you start, and they take you up the mountain, up the river, in a van.
Oh, in a van.
And then
Okay.
you guys, and then you go down, you just paddle down the river and the white water, and it's
Love
really
that.
cool.
Now you have this story about you and your mom.
Oh, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I always love outdoors,
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, my dad brought me a tent, and me and my brother, we used to camp out in the backyard, where she would, I know now, she used to hate it because she had, she stayed up all night watching us,
Oh my God.
Well, we thought that, we was out there alone, and,
When she's in the window the whole time.
she's sitting right there watching.
Well, was it just you guys outside or just your dad with you?
No, it was just me and my brother. And sometimes we'll get my friend, God bless him, passed away, but he was my neighbor's like a best friend, and we all would do it together, yeah.
I love that. So you guys built a tent or?
Yeah, well, it was one of those tents where you assemble it yourself, it's already there, you just have to assemble it once you take it out the box. It wasn't a big tent, but, you're a kid, so everything is big.
No, that sounds like a really fun experience.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness. Like, what would you say in your childhood was like, you really liked it? Like, what was something very fun
Oh, man,
to you?
we didn't have much money, but my childhood was really good. We probably didn't have everything we wanted, but we had everything we needed.
Yeah,
So had a beautiful childhood.
it's amazing. And then you did the same with your girls. Like, you gave
Yeah.
them the world, it seems.
Everything I could,
Yeah.
So they came up pretty good. They never wanted for much,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate you, Dallas, coming
No
on.
problem.
Rose, I appreciate you co-host.
Thanks for having me again.
Thank you.
You two make a good team.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
A dynamic duo?
That's right.
It seems like it because the first episode, I think it went really well.
Yeah.
I think because you were really confident. I think we just had a really great conversation and really great chemistry.
But you also have a way with questions and interviewing.
Yes, she does.
Oh,
that,
Yeah.
I'm just nosy.
A little of both, I guess, but it works.
No, I hope so.
Hey everyone, we have come to the end of our podcast, and I can't leave you today without a special treat from Dallas. Like I said earlier, he has blessed us with his voice, where he is going to do some voice acting for us, where he is reading a poem called If You Forget Me by Pablo Neruda. The cover will be by Dallas, and I am so excited to see how it's going to turn out and how he likes it. I think it's dope. So You know, it's only one way to find out. So let's get into it. And I gave you guys 35 seconds to get your popcorn, to get your snacks, because I'm going to go get mine. Okay, thank you. And let's get into it.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a man, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, perfume, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit.
I want you to know one thing. You know how this is. If I look at the crystal moon, at the red branch of the slow autumn at my window, if I touch near the fire the impalpable ash or the wrinkled body of the log, everything carries me to you, as if everything that exists, aromas, light, metals, were the little boats that sail towards those owls of yours that wait for me. Well now, if little by little you stop loving me, I should stop loving you little by little. If suddenly you forget me, do not look for me, for I shall already have forgotten you. If you think it long and mad, the wind of banners that passes through my life, and you decide to leave me at the shore of the heart where I have roots, remember, on that day, at that hour, I shall lift my arms and my roots will set off to seek another land. Each day, each hour, you feel that you are destined for me with implacable sweetness. Each day, a flower climbs up to your lips to seek me. Oh, my love, all my own. In me, all that fire is repeated. In me, nothing is extinguished or forgotten. My love feeds on your love, beloved. And as long as you live, it would be in your arms without leaving mine.
Hey Dallas, hey everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed Dallas's performance because I feel like it was good. I feel like it was really great and I really enjoyed it so much. And thank you so much, Dallas. Again, I wanted to dedicate something to you and your family. I haven't touched a pen to paper in a while, meaning just writing a poem. And I wanted to do something for you. So I like to do something special for each of my guests that has come on the show so far. So this is something where I was like, let me just take the time and write you a poem to express how much I appreciate you and the FIU students appreciate you. I'm not going to read it myself. Maybe later I can like do a rendition for you, but I wanted to show you how much I appreciate you and thank you so much for just being on the show and believing in me. And I appreciate you so much and keep doing what you do. Cause like I said, you are the kindest bus driver and keep using your voice, keep talking. Don't let anybody shut you down. And I can't wait to meet your family, hopefully soon. Everyone like, share, and subscribe and go on Spotify and go on our website with you scanning that QR code. And, I'll be back with another episode. So stay tuned for episode 4.